everyone and welcome to the breakdown. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 best vlogging cameras of 2018. But before we jump into this video, I want to remind you that it is brought to you by our free ebook on growing your YouTube channel. It will teach you how to grow your channel, get more viewers, get more subscribers, all of that awesome stuff. So again, it's worth a read no matter what if you're getting into YouTube, and like I said, it is completely free. Go check it out at the first link down below, thebreakdown.xyz/YouTube ebook. Now, what are the best cameras for vlogging? Well, I'm going to be breaking down things in a few criteria. First is price. How much something costs is pretty important. Second is reliability. And third is expandability. How much can you add lenses and microphones and things like that? Or is it just locked into the setup it comes with? And then last but not least, I do have some other additional notes on each individual camera. The first one on our list is the Canon G7X. This has been the top of the line vlogging camera for quite some time, and there's a reason for that. It's priced competitively at $600 and it records at 1080p 60 FPS, allowing for beautiful footage, and that high FPS, that 60 FPS, allows you to move more when you're vlogging and not have frame tearing and things like that that you might have in a 30 FPS camera. Now, there are some downsides to the G7X. Primarily, its expandability. It is a locked system. You can't add another lens to it. You can't add an external microphone to it. It is locked to the lens it comes built in with and the microphone that sits on top of the camera body that's just kind of there. It's like 3 holes. That's the only microphone you have. You don't have any other expandable microphone options. Now, the rear screen on the G7X actually does fold up, allowing you to see yourself when you're vlogging. Back in the day when I used to do some vlogs, that was an issue. The camera I had didn't have a screen that could pop up in any way for me to be able to see myself, so you didn't know if you were in the camera or not. You just had to kind of guess. Now the G7X with the screen that just flips right up like that, and you can see yourself vlogging with absolutely no issues. Now, I also want to mention that because the microphone is on the top of the G7X, you're going to pick up a lot more wind noise than say if it was on the front of the camera. But because of how they packed the tech in there, they had to put it on the top, but you're going to get a lot more wind noise when you're outside, and your noise floor, the hiss that is kind of always there, we don't pick it up, but it's there and you can pick it up in cameras, is going to be more noticeable than some of the other options on this list. Number 2 on this list is the GoPro Hero 5. Now, the reason I mention a GoPro here is because they are extremely versatile. If you want to go jump into a pool, you can do that. If you want to vlog in your bedroom, you can do that too, and you can literally go from your bedroom into the pool without any issues. As far as price goes, the GoPro Hero 5 comes in at a cool $300, making it what I believe is the cheapest camera on this list. Its resolution can do up to 4K 30 FPS with tons of different options down the line, even 1080p 60 FPS being able to be accomplished if you lower that resolution from 4K, obviously. So there are tons of options with the GoPro, allowing for tons of different video footage depending on what you're looking to do. You know, you can do 4K cinematic stuff, 1080p daily vlogging, all with one camera. Now, it doesn't come without any issues, however. The expandability of the GoPro is actually less than a lot of the other cameras on this list because you can't add a lens to it. It's a very closed system product. In order to be able to go underwater and do all that stuff, it makes total sense. But what that does is it kind of hurts your ability to add lenses. You can't. To add external microphones, while it's possible, it's difficult and very odd. There's nowhere to put it. Now, with that being said, there are tons of GoPro accessories, hundreds upon hundreds of them, that you can purchase in order to expand your GoPro, whether it be adding in a head mount to be able to, like I said, dive into that pool, or whether it just be a selfie stick style thing to be able to hold it and vlog with it and keep it more stable. You have tons of accessory options out there. You're never going to run out of GoPro accessories. You can probably buy one every day for a year and have like a new one every day. That's how many there are. My last note on the GoPro Hero 5, and this is an issue all across the entire GoPro lineup, and it's again because they need to be waterproof and need to do that kind of thing. The microphone isn't the best. Even if you take the waterproof backing off, it's still not the greatest because it's on the back of the camera, right? So your voice is having to travel around the camera and into the microphone, which is a problem. It's going to lower the sound quality. You're going to be getting more echoes in, all sorts of stuff like that we'd rather avoid. So keep that in mind, that GoPro audio isn't the best, and if you're going to vlog with a GoPro camera, it can look great, but it might have some audio quietness to it that you're not going to have with, say, the next option here. Speaking of the next option, it's the Canon 70D. You can get the camera body and a lens for $1,350 on Amazon currently. It can record 1080p 30 FPS without any issues, and you can actually lower that down to 720p 60 FPS if you want, but I wouldn't do that. Stay at 1080p on YouTube these days. Nobody likes watching 720p video, and there is tons of expandability quality. There are different lenses you can buy if you want macro shots and all sorts of different stuff. There are tons of options. Let's say you want a microphone to be able to put on your camera, a shotgun mic. You can do that with the Canon 70D. There are tons of options. Whether you want an external battery pack that you can put onto the bottom to be able to hold more battery charge and vlog longer in a day, you can do that. There are, like I said, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of options, allowing you to expand, change, and customize the rig however you want for your setup. Now, this can be a bit bulky carrying around a camera with a lens on it and a shotgun mic, but it's going to give you the probably best quality on this list outside of a 4K option. So keep that in mind. And last but not least, on the Canon 70D, I want to mention the video bundle on Amazon. If you click down below, the link down below, all these products, by the way, are linked down below. You'll see that there is a video bundle for the Canon 70D, and it's very similar to the setup I have right now. It comes with a Rode Video Mic Go, I believe is what it's called. It's a $100 shotgun mic, and it comes with a 32 gigabyte SD card. That's going to cost you $1,600. If you were to buy what I have linked down below, the $1,350 camera and lens, you could then buy the SD card and the shotgun mic and come out having saved like $150 if you bought all of those separately on Prime shipping. So I've got the Rode mic linked down below. Don't go spend that extra money with Canon. Buy it all separately. It's worth it to save 150 bucks. Moving on to number 4 on this list, I believe it's kind of Sony's vlogging competitor to the Canon 70D, and that is the Sony a6500. Overall, the a6500 is a great option from Sony in a smaller form factor than the 70D with just as much expandability and 4K. If you're looking between the Canon 70D and the a6500, the thing that might hold you back is the price, which I just realized I forgot to mention earlier, but it comes in at $1,500 with a lens. For that much money, you could get the Canon 70D with a lens and an SD card and a shotgun mic. Whereas if you were wanting the a6500, you would just have the camera and a lens. So that is something to think about. Price is a factor here, and that might be a reason to go with the Canon over Sony. Also, if you're Canon loyal like I am, you would go with the Canon over the Sony because of irrational brand loyalty. But overall, on paper, the Sony a6500 is the better option. And last on this list is actually the iPhone 6S, 6S Plus, or higher, right? Any of the iPhones after the iPhone 6S. The reason for that is all of these have 4K video recording on their rear camera, allowing you to do 4K without being able to see yourself, right? So you're guessing if you're in the screen. The front camera is 1080p 30 FPS, and so you're going to be able to, if you want to on that, see yourself using the FaceTime camera and record some videos. The thing is, expandability is not there. Price is basically free. Everyone has an iPhone or an equivalent Android device, say Galaxy S9 or something. But you could say that this option, used iPhone 6Ss right now are about $200. You could go and say that that is how much this option costs, but it's so multifunctional, it's hard to justify getting one for just vlogging. But like I said, it's multifunctional. You can do tons of stuff on it, and it's worth mentioning. So many people think it's gonna cost them $600, $1,000 to get into vlogging, when really all you need is an iPhone. An iPhone will get you most of the way there, so don't be afraid to use it. Sure, over time, you're probably gonna want to get a dedicated recording camera, recording setup, but starting out, you don't need that. It's a bit excessive, really, for what you're looking at when you're starting out, especially if you have an iPhone. It will take you a long way and get you very, very far. So there you guys have it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out our 100% free ebook on growing your YouTube channel. First link down below, thebreakdown.xyz/YouTube ebook. We want to help you grow your channel, and that is one of the ways we're doing it. Again, I'm Nick. This has been The Breakdown, and I'm out, guys. Peace.